Hello! Today we are going over the American Defense Manufacturing Universal Improved Carbine MOD-2 pistol and all the goodies it comes with. First, we're going to go over what it comes with, the goodies, and then we'll get into the good stuff. So if you don't want to see this, please skip ahead. I'll leave a timestamp to where you should skip ahead to. So, starting off, the first thing I noticed that we got here was a calendar. Pretty neat. This is not something I see much with firearms companies. Not that this is kind of a standard or anything, but it's kind of nice. It comes with some ADM products there. We got the, what is this? The MOD-2 Coyote Cerakote. Alright, August, we got the Flat Dark Earth Cerakote. Hey, that's mine. Alright, so say that you don't care about that. Fine. I mean, honestly, I don't either. It's just a nice thing. You also get a hat. A green hat with the ADM logo on it. It's got a little Velcro strap up top, as well as their web address here, admmfg.com. A little plug there, but you know, it's a free hat. You don't want it, you don't have to use it. Comes with a lock, which is very strange that they didn't include their logo on here, considering all the swag that they included with this. There's no logo or branding here, even though they have branding on the PMags that they send with this. They have branding on their buffer tube here. Yep, right there. They got branding all over this thing. They want people to know that this is an ADM. Even on their Radian Raptor charging handle, they added their own custom logo on there. And on the rail here. As well as the bolt carrier there. It's pretty much everywhere. You can't escape it. It's ADM. They do offer the ADM 4 version, which I believe only applies to the lower. It's the lower, however, there's no designs here. It's just blank. There's no ADM logo. So if that's something that you care about, if you don't want the logos, they do offer a lower without the logos. You also got a baggie full of stickers, which was more than I anticipated, but now you know, more stickers isn't a bad thing. It's just kind of, got some of those, got some of these, some of those, if anyone cares. There they are. Pretty cool stickers. And then of course we have the Magpul PMag here. I already have it loaded just because I was lazy. Please don't shame me for having 62 grain green tips. I understand they are the bastard child of 5.56. Just a standard PMag. It works most likely. I haven't shot this yet, but you can never go wrong with something that's already been proven. So what exactly do we have here? This is the ADM UIC MOD-2 pistol. I chose to get the pistol because I don't want to SBR it, and I wanted it in 11.5, so this is what we have. We have the MOD-2 pistol with the 11.5 inch core barrel. It's FDE Cerakoted. You might see that there's no stock or brace or muzzle device here. I'll go over that later. That was a custom request that I made. So I called ADM. I couldn't really get anywhere. I emailed them, their sales, their customer service. They told me that their phones weren't working. I don't know if this is a normal thing for them. However, through email I was able to make a custom order in the sense that they're able to change parts around depending on what you want or don't want. I wanted a SBA 5 brace, but they didn't have it. It normally comes with the SBA 3 black brace. This is an example of that. And then this is an example of the brace that I wanted. They didn't have it in stock, but that was not an issue. You can opt to not have the brace and it'll make it slightly cheaper. That's fine. I also opted to remove the muzzle device, because typically it'll come with the Surefire War Comp, or you can have a Huxworks Flashlighter, Deader, Chemo. I forget the other one, but they have options there. And I know a lot of people like to do this tip to butt. However, I'm going to do it the way that I do it when I wipe, back to front and standing up. So if you'll see here, we have the ADM buffer tube. Seems pretty lightweight. We have lightweight castle nut as well. It's not staked, however. It's on there pretty tight. I believe they use Vibratight or Loctite. I'm not entirely sure. It's hard to get information about ADM online. It also comes with the Magpul MOE grip. This is not the rubberized version. However, it's still a standard proven grip. It's very good, very flat, very comfortable. You're not going to be disappointed with this. The takedown pins. This is something I don't really look for in rifles that much, but when I was taking this apart, I noticed how smooth these were. And they're smooth enough to take off with my fingers even when I'm wearing these gloves. But they're rigid enough to where I know they're not going to fall out. They just snap so satisfyingly into place, if that's even a word. I mean, wow. Just look at that. Perfect, beautiful machining, tight tolerances. These are not going anywhere. They have the Radian Ambidextrous safety selector. It's a bit stiff, however, this is freshly made, built to order. Let's take a look at this buffer tube here, which is an ADM HD proprietary buffer. It's the equivalent of an H2. Oh wow, that is greasy, or lubey. I don't know what it is, but it feels good. Look at that. You know, I wore these gloves because I don't want to stain the coating on it for this video, just to show off how it comes new. However, you know, it's a gun. It's going to get dirty. You shouldn't expect to have it like this forever, especially with an ADM. The trigger here may look mil-spec, however it is a Geisley G2S. It's a very nice, crisp trigger. Let's take a look here. There's a wall. I mean, just a clean break. It's so smooth, as is every Geisley. Let's add some extra light here, see if you can see the G there. Yep, there it is. That's a Geisley. They also have the enlarged trigger guard. So if you're wearing gloves, there's plenty of space here to fit your fat, meaty Vienna sausage fingers into. This paddle here, for those that don't know Ambi controls that well, on my thumb, this is the mag release. It's kind of enlarged, which is nice because you can just do it with your thumb. Say I have a magazine in here, thumb. Yep, that works. On the other side, it's a standard mag release push button. Yep, that's as simple as it gets. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. What I love about the ADM rifles and pistols is that they don't try to reinvent the wheel. They use parts that are already proven to be good, such as the Talon, such as the Geisley triggers, such as the Magpul grips. It's all really there in one nice machine package. We also have the enlarged bolt catch here. Again, it's fully ambidextrous, so on this side you just push up with your finger. It should catch the bolt when you rack the charging handle back. I almost said slide, because you know this is a pistol after all. Not sure if you can see it in there. It's a screw with little green paint on it. That is the integral upper and lower tension adjusting screw. So if it's out of tolerance, if your upper and lower are shaking, you can just tighten that screw through the grip right here. The tolerances are kind of incredible. I haven't had any other rifle like this, because this isn't a rifle, this is a pistol. I've never had any other pistol like this as well. And then finally we have the competition style mag wall, perfect for speedy reloads. If you're trying to reload under night vision, it's a bit flared. It's nothing crazy. I feel like even my PSA lowers have this. So all in all, this is a very good lower. Fully ambidextrous to the T, very sturdy, pretty lightweight for all the extra add-ons. So now we move on to the upper. So this upper comes with an 11.5 Criterion core barrel. I believe it's 4150 CMV nitrided. It's a 223 wild, which means it can also fire 5.56 as well. As you can see on the lower here, it says that it is a multi-cal. The Radian Raptor charging handle. It's pretty much the standard at this point, next to the Geisley charging handles, or anything that's ambidextrous is really kind of top of the line. Again, it's very lubed, it's very greasy. I like that, especially because it's new. Then we have the premium BCG here. Let me put this aside. It's a nitride QPQ finish. Let me get it to focus. Nitride QPQ finish. I don't know what that is. They say it's premium. I might as well just believe them. Oh yeah. This thing is smooth. On the other side of this we have, yep, forward assist. Say what you want. They work as intended. Not a lot of people are fans of them. I don't really blame them. It's still extremely lightweight upper. This receiver and the handguard are together by these screws here, and then there's also an anti-rotation pin kind of right here so that it doesn't rotate. Again, it's very sturdy, straight out of the box, no issues so far after the day of having this. As for the handguard, we have an M-lock handguard with M-lock on the 3, 6, and 9 o'clock positions. These diagonal cuts here are just to reduce weight, as well as up top we have more lightning cuts to reduce weight. It's a Picatinny up top all the way through. I will say that holding this, it's a very lightweight upper altogether. I know I don't have the BCG and charging handle in, but all in all it's very well distributed. I think that most of the weight is in the middle. You have a lot of these other higher end manufacturers like Geisley where their uppers are front heavy, and that's a turn off to some people, so this would be a better alternative in my opinion. Because of all the cuts, it's very smooth, and you would think that because of this it's weaker, but it feels solid. It doesn't feel like it's going to go anywhere. It doesn't feel like it's going to break, but only time will tell. Now, I don't know if this is YouTube friendly. I don't really care. I'm not monetized. I don't want to be a family channel. I don't really care. I'm just doing this for fun because I want to help some people out make a choice here. I'm going to mate the upper and lower together so you can see how tight the tolerances are. They're actually, oh wow, that was fairly easy. As you can see here. No, I guess that is some rattle. But I'm really pulling. Other than that, you can really only hear the buffer move back and forth making contact with the BCG there. Now for a demonstration of the Ambi controls here, we have the bolt catch here. So we're going to just lift that up and that's it. Then you just push down, bolt goes forward. It's very simple, it feels kind of intuitive almost. And I don't even have to pull up that much, I kind of just have to put my finger in between here, in between the base of this lip and the lever here. Just kind of place it there, rack it back, and that's really it. I got the bolt back, paddle here, sends the bolt forward. So what is the price of this? So when I ordered this, it was 24th of March, and well, it doesn't really say. Shit. A lot of other sites carry these, like Bevan, I believe. They're slightly cheaper, just less options. On the ADM website, you can get these, the pistol or the rifle version, for about $2,200. I don't believe length matters. They'll all be about the same price. If you want a center coated like this one, this is FDE. It'll be an extra $200, so $24 total for this one. However, with no muzzle device and the brace removed on top of a military discount, I believe it's 10%. I paid $2,050 USD for this. Is it worth it? That's up to you. I've never had a premium AR style pistol, so it may be. Now, I'm not sure how it is when you order online on the website, because I paid through an invoice that I received through an email because this is custom. So the estimated lead time to receive this rifle upon them receiving the FFL is about 6 to 8 weeks. I got this in about 10 or 11 days. I ordered this March 24th. I got this April 3rd. So it was a very nice surprise when I got a call from my FFL saying this came in. I was not expecting it at all. I didn't get any tracking info. I wasn't even told that they shipped it. I just kind of got it, which some people may be kind of skeptical about. However, it's like a nice surprise on Christmas. On top of that, ADM is made in the US of A, best country. Here's the warranty information for it. If you want to read it, go ahead. I don't want to read all this. I can't even read a script, apparently. But essentially, the limited warranty is for labor and parts. However, parts are warranted for life under the original purchaser. So in this case, I got it through ADM, so we got on that. Unless, of course, you have an accident with it or you misuse it, you stick it up your ass. If there's corrosion, stuff that can be prevented on your end, they will not give you the parts or the service, which is kind of to be expected. I did forget to mention this has a carbine length and gas system to it. No, it's not loaded, don't worry. There's no magazine. Chamber's empty. Oh, my cat's here. Chamber's empty. I got distracted by my cat. You also get a free cat from ADM as well. I'm just kidding. Please don't sue me. So yeah, this is a carbine length gas system on an 11.5. A mid-length would be kind of weird. However, they do offer those for their longer rifles or pistols. Now, allegedly, these gas systems are tuned so nicely to where you don't need an adjustable gas block or an adjustable BCG. You can just put a suppressor on it, and it should be finely tuned. Especially because you don't have to worry about subsonics with 5.56 or 2.23. However, the 300 blackout versions may be a different story. I couldn't tell you. I'm going to get this thing dressed up a bit, and then we're going to dissect the BCG. One thing I did forget to mention was that the handguard Picatinny rail is very smooth. As you can see here, I'm running my fingers through it with these cheap gloves. If they're not sharp, there are no sharp edges. Even with these lightning cuts, it's very well machined. I typically run a Magpul ladder on it, but honestly, with this, I really don't feel like I need to. However, I haven't tested this yet. I haven't shot it. Actually, just forget it. I lied about everything. Everything is a lie. I actually put the ladder back on it, and I did add a muzzle device just for now, just to cover how weird it looks without one. And boy oh boy, can we just appreciate how much I hate that I like FDE, even though it doesn't really ever match that well. At least not with SBA 5. This is kind of way off, but it was marketed as tan, I believe, so can't really blame them. Kind of my fault. Got it dressed up here with a Q cherry bomb. Gonna add the trash panda on there. It's just for now. I know it's a 30 cal can. I know it's not going to be the best sound or signature reduction. All right, it's just for appearances. I swear. And a Sig Romeo as well. I swear I'm going to upgrade it. I'm just doing this just to show you what it'll look like if you actually kind of build it out. Again, it's not loaded. Don't worry. So now let's get some ASMR cuts in here. Ooh. So here we have the ADM MFG BCG. I apologize if it's not the best quality. This is I don't have a great lens, but this should suffice. So if it goes out of focus, I apologize. Now with ADM, it is pretty hard to get information. I try to email them to get more info about their QC processes and how many are checked, how many are inspected and all that, but they never got back to me. It's been about 2 weeks. Again, contacting them is pretty difficult. However, because of the QPQ melanite finish, it is super smooth. They claim that there's no break-in period required. They say, they make a bold claim here. They say that it is the finest bolt carrier group available today. Not one of the finest. This is the finest, allegedly. I'm going to get this cleaned off, and then we're going to open it up. So the BCG all put together weighs 11.4 ounces, made in the USA. I'm not a camera person. I am on manual focus, so if it goes out of focus, I'm sorry. This cam pin here actually does not have a marking on it. Some people care about that, I guess, so that way the cam pin will wear on one side evenly as opposed to unevenly on both sides. Let's see if we can take some of this stuff out. Here we have the BCG broken down. It's really nothing crazy. The bowl is made of 9310 material. The carrier is 8620. The key, cam pin, and extractor are made of 4340, and it just all really has a nice black nitride finish to it. This is about as close as I can get with my lens before it starts getting blurry. So I do apologize for that. Here's the bolt. Alright, I just want to say that this is my first video. I've never shot a video, I've never edited footage. So if you like what you see, go ahead and buy as much, I don't know, ammonium nitrate or nitromethane or diesel fuel as possible and just go ahead and plant it somewhere and just forget about it. However, if you don't like what you see, then go ahead and stick a fork up your butt and eat poo because you're a dickhead. But in all seriousness, leave a comment down below. Let me know what I could do better. Let me know how I can improve either my production, how I shoot videos, what you want to see. I got a bunch of weird shit. I also have a DRC 556, that's the Dillon Rifle Co. 556 suppressor and an FDE coming very soon, so I'm going to do a video on that as well with this rifle. So if that's something that sounds interesting to you, then stay tuned. It'll be on its way once my Form 4 gets accepted in about 5 years or so. I know the times are allegedly fast, but I applied for my Trash Panda a few months ago when it was going quick, and I still had to wait about 3 or 4 months. But yep, that's it.